This is the plaintiff, Brianna Miles. She says she bought a puppy from the defendant, then brought it back so she could train it, and was shocked when she went to pick it up just a week later. The woman told her she gave her precious puppy away. That's right, actually gave it away. Her young daughter's devastated. Another family has now bonded with the dog, and she wants her $1,000 back. This is the defendant, Dawn Caniglio. She says the plaintiff called her because she was very upset with the dog and even threatened to kill it because she was so frustrated. The out-of-control woman also threatened to harm her. And, well, she has too much respect for herself and won't deal with a hothead like that or put a dog in an unstable household like that. She's accused of breaking her little girl's heart.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right, Brianna Miles, you are suing Dawn Caniglio for $1,000, the $300 for the cost of the dog, and the rest for grooming, maintenance, and vet expenses during the year that you had it, because according to you, she inappropriately gave away your dog. Tell me what's going on.
Last year, Christmas Eve, my mother purchased the dog.
Your mom did?
Yes.
Okay.
She purchased the dog from the defendant.
Okay. What kind of dog was this?
A male cockapoo, white.
Okay.
From there, I had taken care of the dog because she actually purchased it.
Did your mom and the defendant know each other, or she
My
got her out
mother
of
know.
Craigslist, or-
I never met her before. My mother knows her through her husband, which is my mother's supervisor at work.
Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward. Go
Yeah.
ahead. So you are suing the wife of your mother's supervisor.
Yes.
Nice going. All right. Go ahead.
So my mother,
Does
she
your
purchased.
mom know that?
Yes.
Okay. Go on.
My mom had purchased the dog for my daughter. My daughter was 10 months at the time, and
10
she
months
just
old?
yeah, 10 months old. So she just figured that it would be a good first Christmas gift for my daughter. I had taken care of the expenses and maintaining the dog and everything for the dog. I took care of that. On October 28th, of this year, 2010, I came home and I didn't hear the dog barking or anything. So I'm like, okay, where's my dog? So I go to my mom. Mom, where's the dog? I called Dawn. She came and got him. I said, okay, Mom, what is she?
Wait, your mom called Dawn?
Yes.
The person, are you a breeder, or this was just a litter?
I have the mother and father. There was an accidental pregnancy. So.
An accidental pregnancy?
Yeah.
So you're not a breeder. This was a litter that your dogs had.
Right.
Okay. And your mom then calls her at the 10-month mark, or
Yes.
almost 11-month mark, and
almost 1
says
years
to
old.
her, come get this dog? Why?
Because it wasn't come get the dog. It was, can you potty train the dog?
Why was she potty training your 10-month-old dog? Why don't you potty train your 10-month-old dog?
Because according to her and my mother, and I do have a statement from my mom, according to them, if my mother needed help with potty training the dog, then Dawn was to help her. I know it was almost a year, but
Did you potty train your dog?
No, I didn't.
Well, did your mother potty train the dog?
We tried, but it just became too much, I guess you could say.
Well, it's not that much. It's just, you just have to be consistent.
And I wasn't able to be consistent on my end.
Okay, well, at least
I
you're
wasn't.
honest about that.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
really
why, because
wasn't.
you're not around, or because...
Well, because I go to school, I work, and I have to still tend to my daughter. So my mother buying my daughter the dog to begin with was, I told her, like, that would be her responsibility. But
Right.
then once she purchased it, it became mine. And eventually it just had gotten too much for me.
Okay, and so your mom doesn't say anything to you? She just calls Dawn?
Yes, I wasn't home that day.
So and your mom says what to you?
She told me that when she had called Dawn, she was like, I came home and he chewed up another hole in the wall.
Oh, so it's not just potty training issue.
Yeah,
it's biting and everything.
yes,
It's everything. Dog's not getting trained. Okay.
So she was like, he chewed up another hole in the wall, because he have chewed about 3 to 4 holes in our walls in our home so far. And she was like, I called Dawn because she wanted potty train him, but she also told me that she may have someone that would like to buy him. She's going to call me within 2 weeks and let me know
Who did you
something.
sell the dog to, the mom or her?
I sold the dog to the mom, and I have a contract.
Okay, let me see the contract, and let me see, you said you had an affidavit from your mom?
Yes.
Okay, so go on.
On November 9th, I would like to say, Dawn's husband called my mother and said, you need to call Dawn. My mom then calls me, and we called Dawn on a 3-way. Dawn never knew I was on the phone, but I heard the whole phone conversation. My mother asked Dawn, where's Plato? That's the dog's name. Dawn, where's Plato? You guys weren't taking care of him. You treated him so horribly. My mother like, no, that is not the case, Dawn. Where's my dog? I gave him to a better family. And so my mother said, Dawn, bring me my dog home right now. It's not my dog. It's my granddaughter's dog.
This is the affidavit from your mother. I called Dawn and asked if she could potty train him before his first birthday. So she arrived at my house, and she informed me that she may have someone to buy Play-Doh, or she would potty train him. Wait a minute. I thought you said that the only reason she released him was for potty training. That she was your mom trying to get rid of him? She'd had enough of him? She may have someone to buy him, or she would potty train him and return him back within 2 weeks. Those are two very different things. She may have someone to buy Play-Doh. Were you trying to sell Play-Doh?
I wasn't trying to sell Play-Doh. I mean, I live at home with my mother,
she was?
so she could have possibly.
Yeah,
possibly
I'd say she'd had
was.
enough. I called Dawn because she is a cockapoo breeder. And when I bought Play-Doh, Dawn told me that if I needed help training Play-Doh, she would help out. What does help out mean? Train the dog? House the dog for months to undo the bad habits that you and your mom allowed to develop? It's not the dog's fault. Why did you accept the dog after 10, almost 11 months? What's going on?
I told everyone that I sold dogs to that for any reason, if something didn't work out, you didn't want the dog, please contact me first. So I knew the dog could go to a good home. I would help you find and assist in finding the dog a home. When I got the phone call that day, she was screaming, using profanity. Mom was. She pretty much told me, come and get this dog or I'm going to kill it. I'm letting it loose.
Pretty much. Did she say that or didn't she?
Oh, she said that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to hold back the bad language that she was using.
Okay.
I actually just came out of a doctor's appointment, and I said,
She's talking to
I'm on
her
my
boss's
way.
wife that way?
Well, he's my estranged husband.
Oh,
We're going through a divorce.
So does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. The main thing was, when I found out the dog needed me, when this phone call came in, I had to rush to this dog's needs.
But what was it she said to you? She's complaining about the dog and said, pick him up, I'm going to kill him? What did she say?
This dog's destroying my house. I can't take it. This is my house. I want it gone.
I want it gone.
I want it gone.
So you went over. Are you living in your mom's house?
Yes.
Okay. So then, you drive over.
Yeah.
And you pick up the dog.
I pick up the dog and it was actually October 25th, I believe.
Okay.
It was 11 in the morning. And when I got there, I walked up the driveway, and she was at the front door. She goes, thank God you're here. I go, okay, well, where's the dog? She goes, the dog's in the yard. When I went into the yard, the dog was on pretty much a 3-foot chain. Not even a chain, like a leash that was tied around a tree, and he was just hysterical. Jumping around, wouldn't listen to any commands. I got excited to see the dog. I don't know if the dog was excited to see me. You know, dogs usually don't remember that far back. But for me, it was very emotional because I was going to save this dog at that moment.
Right. And so what happened?
I said, I'll take the dog. I'll take the dog. I will find a home for the dog. I'm going to have to retrain the dog. It's going to take a long time, but I'm sure I can find somebody now. Even though the dog's a year old, somebody will want a dog. She said, can you get me money for the dog? I said, Dee Dee, there's no chance I'm going to get you money. People want puppies when they're only a few weeks old, not at a year. And
with bad habits.
Exactly. I had the mom and dad still, so I figured if I took the dog home, retrained it with the mom and dad, because my dogs listen.
All right, so you take the dog.
I take the dog.
And what happens to the dog?
The dog stays with me, pretty much puts my house in an uproar for several weeks. I have 3 children. I'm a single mother. The mom and dad, when they were puppies, it was different. Mom wanted to cater to the dogs. Dad wasn't allowed near the dogs. Now that it's another male in the house, they're fighting. Dad and son is fighting. So, and he's at a stage where he's not fixed, so he's trying to look at mom like, hey, she's looking kind of good these days, you know?
Now you have to stop to this. Listen, this happened to you already once. Don't allow the incest.
My dogs were fixed. I made sure of it.
Okay.
And at that point, I said, I got to get this dog trained. So me and my kids just pretty much did the best we can. I mean, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just tried to follow what I did.
Did you give the dog away?
I did eventually.
Okay, and you gave it to a home.
I gave it to a friend of mine.
You did not charge them?
No.
And then what happened?
About 5 days later, she called me back and she said, Dawn, I can't handle this dog. It's out of control. It's peeing all over the house. I'm trying, I bought a crate, but it's just not working. I got a little kid at home. I shouldn't have a dog.
Okay.
I said, all right. I said, bring the dog back. This was a trial run. She brought the dog back. I still have the dog.
So you have the dog?
I have the dog.
Okay. Want the dog back?
If she's going to give him to me.
Really?
Yeah, because my
How
daughter...
are you going to go home to Buffalo with that dog? You and I both know you're not walking in that house with that dog because your mother's going to kill you.
No, because my mother, she's not home anymore. She moved.
She moved and you're living in that house?
Okay, so which kind of dog is easier to train? A dog you get from a breeder or a dog that you get from the pound?
Well, a dog that you get from the breeder, I would say would be more disciplined, so it'll be easier to train.
What do you think?
I don't really think it matters. We've gotten dogs from the pounds growing up, and they were the best dogs we ever had.
I would agree with that, by the way. You are going to be the final word here. Breeder or pound?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's a dog.
I'm just partial. I'm partial to pound dogs. Going inside the courtroom.
Her position is that her mother gave you the dog so that you could do one of two things. Train the dog or sell the dog and give her the money. What is your response to that?
Well, I'm not a trainer, so I'm not going to train the dog. That was their responsibility. As far as selling the dog, I did that once. I figured that they abandoned the dog. There was some abuse going on. The dog was in high stress mode when I picked it up. I'm not going to put a dog back in that situation. I bottle fed these dogs for 8 weeks because the mother couldn't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to this. This is about principle. This is bigger.
How can you, why would anybody do that? Why would somebody in her position say, oh, of course, let me invest several weeks in training the dog you're too lazy or inept to train, and then give the dog back to you trained for free? Or alternative number two, I'll tell you what, why don't you bring the dog so it can wreak havoc at my house, where it's trying to mount its mother and fight with its father, and I got 3 kids, I'm a single, but I'm going to figure out how to sell the dog and then give you all the money. Why would anybody agree to that? It's unbelievable that somebody would agree to that. You know what happened? Your mother got sick of the dog, called Dawn behind your back, told her come get the dog, okay? This little piece of paper is nice, but I'm not buying it, because this little piece of paper doesn't contradict her live testimony in court. And if your mother was here testifying to that, I don't care what a performance she would put on, I still wouldn't believe it, because it's unbelievable. What happened is she said, get the dog out. The only thing that mattered at that moment was getting the dog out. Getting the dog out was enough. I tell you what, you can take the dog if you take the dog, because it's win-win for me because I've had it with the dog. That's it, and that's what happened. And when you do that, you are giving up the dog. That's it. In fact, you've made her inherit a problem. Okay? She's inherited an enormous problem because now this dog is costing her vet bills. This dog is costing her emotional turmoil. This dog is costing her time, which is worth money. Are you kidding me that you think I'm going to make her pay you $1,000? What planet are you living on? We need you to join us back in the planet Earth. Verdict for the defendant.
Thank you.
The plaintiff's going to be leaving here without Play-Doh, without anything. What's your feeling about how the case went down?
I think the judge was pretty rude about the whole situation, and Dawn know that that's not how it happened. But I mean, it is what it is.
So, you ready for life without Play-Doh?
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter. Okay, good. All right, head right down there. Doesn't matter to her. That's why she sued you for the dog. Now it doesn't matter to her. What are you feeling?
It matters to me. I got the dog. The dog's happy. My kids are happy. You know, hopefully I'll make another. Well, I am, but I'm going to make another family happy. I'm going to find a good home for the dog.
It seems like a tough dog to find a home for because it's so hyper and untrained.
I will train it. I will get it done. It may not be a perfect dog, but it's one of my babies. I have 3 passions in life: my kids, my dogs, and a little baby gorilla that I love. So that's what I like.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know what? I just said I was partial to pound dogs. I want to explain. I'm going to get in a soapbox here. If you get a dog from the pound and you rescue that dog, I am telling you, because I've been there many, many times, these dogs never forget what you did for them, and they pay you back many, many times over. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.